Yeah, so today it's a demo session, introduction session. Let me introduce our trainer. His name is Venkatesh. He has 8+ years of experience in all. He has worked in different big four companies. Presently working as a project manager, and he's handling FICO, EWM. Okay, and he's a Scrum Master also. Okay, so Venkatesh, can you take over from here?
Yes, actually. So introducing myself, my name is Venkatesh, and I'm working as a project manager in one of the big four company. I hold 8 years of experience, and I handle EWM, and FICO. Okay, so quickly to start discussing regarding this introduction session. So let me start from scratch. Let me share my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. So let me start with the ERP. So let me ask you some questions. So how many in this group know what is ERP? Has any idea on ERP? I know there are some freshers in this group, end users and also consultants. If anyone know what is ERP, raise your hand.
Enterprise resource planning.
Okay. So can you guys raise your hand if you know what is ERP?
Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Enterprise resource planning.
Yeah, I got your point. I asked other people who all knows what is ERP can raise their hand
Okay.
so that I'll understand from where should I start.
Hello, Chitkala this side. Basically, ERP is a software we can say which helps a business to run with its all the applications in the ERP systems, such as finance, the supply chain planning, human resources, and all those things.
Okay. So let me start what is ERP first and then discuss regarding what is SAP. So ERP is nothing but the enterprise resource planning. So what is enterprise resource planning is enterprise is nothing but a company. If company need any resources, they should do an initial planning. For doing initial planning, they need a tool or they need some software or they need some system where they can plan and store the data. So ERP is just a tool or a software which is used to plan what all the resources we need for a particular company. It might be any company, it might be small scale, it might be large scale, or it might be manufacturing industry, any industry. So each and every industry need a tool which is used for the planning. So that is called as ERP. So why I'm discussing regarding ERP here is, so this course is regarding SAP. So SAP comes under ERP. Under ERP, there are a lot of softwares. We can call those as softwares or different tools. So under ERP, you need to just understand ERP is nothing but a planning tool. Under this ERP, there are a lot of planning tools. SAP is one of them. So for example, we have SAP, we have Oracle, we have Tally, we have Microsoft Dynamics. So these all are the planning tools. So what we'll be discussing in this forum is only regarding the SAP. And if possible, we will also discuss how can we integrate this SAP with other ERP tools. So this is what we are going to cover in this course. Okay. Now moving back to SAP, the main topic. So SAP is nothing but, I already mentioned SAP is a software, just a software. So software is nothing but, I think you guys know what is software. So what all applications you get in your Play Store are all software. So SAP is also an application which is used for the planning. It is just an application, nothing more than that. So SAP is nothing but system application programming. So when I say system application programming is SAP, the name itself tells it is a programming tool. So if anyone wants to use this software needs to be programmed. Each and every software what we use in ERP or any other applications need to be programmed. So here we will not be learning programming, or we will not be programming the SAP here. We will just see how are we going to design the system. Okay. So this SAP is a part of ERP, and this SAP is used for the planning. Okay. So why this SAP got started? We had Oracle, we had Tally. Before Oracle, before Tally, we had the main planning tool, which is Excel, which we still use. When we have so many tools, why SAP got started? The SAP got started to prevent the data. If you have data in Excel, or if you keep the data in Excel, the data might get crashed. When the data gets crashed, you will not be able to retrieve it. So to make the data safer and to store the data in some other place, for example, I can call it as database, SAP was invented. So SAP was invented in 1980s, just in the concept of preventing the data and to save the data from crashes. Okay. So for example, I said that we will store the data in Excel, and if it gets crashed, we will not be retrieve it. And when we store the data in SAP, we will be able to retrieve it. How is that possible? Where are we storing that data? We are storing the data in the database. In the database. So what is database? Can someone answer what is database? Or give a simple example, what is database? You have the database in your hand. So you can just give an example if you know what is database, why database is used. Guys, I want the answer. If you don't have the answer mentioned, you have no idea.
It will store the data, and
Okay.
it will collect according to the needs.
So, okay.
Or systematically storing the data.
Okay.
Database consists of rows and columns where data will be stored. Kind of data, product data or company data, vendor data.
Okay, let me take a small example. You have a mobile phone. So you take photos or you store documents in your mobile phone. So you store your documents in your internal memory, and you store the documents in the Google Drive, for example. So if you store the data in your internal memory, and if this gets crashed, will you be able to retrieve it?
No.
So this is the RAM. Sorry, it is a ROM. This is a ROM. So the data where you're going to store, which cannot be retrieved, is your ROM. And if you store the data in your Google Drive, if your mobile gets crashed, you can still retrieve those from the drive, which is getting stored in the server. So this Google Drive is the database. So the same concept was used to store the data in the database so that if the data gets crashed, even then the data can be retrieved. So this is the ROM. This is the RAM. The internal memory is the ROM and this is the RAM. So this is the concept of SAP. To store the data in the database, SAP was invented. Okay, when SAP came into picture, there was a lot of ERP tools which was already in picture. SAP had tremendous growth in industries because it is one and only software which introduced to store the data in the database. Initially, we used to use Oracle, we used to use Tally, and every data was getting stored in your system, in your local drive. The only system or only software which was storing the data in the database or the cloud is SAP. So that is the reason all the companies felt that SAP is going to store the data in the database, and we can retrieve the data if the system gets crashed, and we can access the data wherever we are. So all the companies started implementing SAP. Okay, and there are also some limitations in other tools, like in Oracle, you can do purchase, you can do sales, but you will not be able to do the invoicing. In Tally, you can do the invoicing, you can store the invoices, but you will not be able to purchase and sell. In Microsoft Dynamics, you can do all the activities, but you will not be able to manage the warehouse activities. So in SAP, you can handle all these activities like purchasing, selling. One company can do many activities. So all the activities can be handled in a single tool. Nowadays, what companies are doing, the companies are filling their timesheet also in the SAP. So that is the reason all companies started implementing SAP. There are 500 Fortune 500s, for example, Fortune 500. There are Big Four. All these companies are filling their timesheet in SAP. All these companies are using SAP. So that is the reason SAP was having a tremendous growth, and all the industries are implementing SAP. Even the small scale industries who has a revenue of crores starting investing to implement SAP to build their revenue. And when SAP is getting implemented, the revenue is also getting doubled. The manpower is getting reduced. They can focus on the revenue. So that is the reason SAP came into market, and it is getting popular day by day. Okay, so we discussed regarding enterprise resource planning. We understood what is ERP. We also understood what is SAP and why SAP came into picture in the market. Now let me speak something regarding what are the versions of SAP, when SAP got started, how SAP got advanced in every year. Let me take it very small. I don't want to explain each and every level. So initially there was SAP R1, 2, and 3. R is nothing but real time. This was the first version which SAP released. Then SAP at this range, when we was in R1, R2, R3, SAP did not have no database. You need to understand this difference, which is very, very important. In SAP R1, R2, R3, SAP did not have any database. Then SAP emerged and they invented SAP ECC. Here they introduced the database. which is the third party. When I mean third party, the database was not SAP. The database was purchased. For example, Amazon is selling their cloud platform where we can store the data. So initially, Amazon was not into picture. So IBM was storing the database, handling the database. So SAP used to purchase the database from IBM and they used to store the data in their database. So that was called as SAP ECC. And the full form of ECC is SAP ERP Central Component. Okay. Later on, they worked in ECC approximately for 20 years. Then they started a new version of SAP, S4 HANA. In SAP S4 HANA, they started their own database. SAP introduced their own database. Because in these 20 years, they made a lot of money. They invested that money into creating the database, because maintaining a database is not a small thing. So they invented a database and they started using their own database. The full form of SAP S4 HANA is SAP Suite for HANA. Okay, so they named their database as HANA. The full form of HANA is High Performance Analytic Appliance. This is the full form of HANA. So these are the versions of SAP. If anyone asks, in which version did you work? So that depends on from which year you're showing your experience. If you're mentioning that you started working from 2016, I'll also mention the year. This was in 1960 or 1980 to 1985, this time frame. And ECC was in 1985 to 2015, or not 2015, you can take it as 2012. And S4 HANA came into picture in 2012 to till date. Why I'm speaking regarding these versions of SAP is, if you're showing your experience saying that you started working from 2015, then you should and must show that you worked in S4 HANA. If you're showing your experience that you were working before 2012, then you can show ECC and S4 HANA. You need to know when S4 HANA got started. So S4 HANA got started, I think it is 2015. You can take 2015. So from 2015 to till date, S4 HANA is in picture. So these are the versions of S4 HANA and SAP. And let me speak something regarding the modules. When we say SAP, SAP is a huge platform. If we start learning SAP, it may take years together to learn complete SAP. So that is the reason SAP has divided their activities into different modules. So how did they divide SAP into different modules is, they use the departments to divide SAP modules. So for example, in an industry, you will have the finance, who is dealing with accounts payable and accounts receivable. So what all departments you have in your industry? So those all are divided into the modules. For example, you have HR department, you have manufacturing department, you have purchasing department, you have warehouse department, you have production, you have sales department. So all these departments are divided into modules. So they named it as finance as FICO, which is finance and controlling. HR as same HR module, manufacturing as production planning, and even production as production planning, purchasing as warehouse as EWM, sales as SD. So there are a lot of modules in SAP. So each and every activities, for example, if I say FICO, they only deal with accounts payable and accounts receivable. They only pay the vendors and receive the money from customers. So they wanted to divide their activity into different sections and do their activities on their own. So that is the reason SAP divided their activities into different modules and they named it as these modules. So here in this course, we'll be covering only one module, which is purchasing, which is called as that is nothing but material management. Some call it as material management, some call it as purchasing, some call it as procurement, but the activities are same. So here we'll be learning what is material management, how are we going to design a system for material management, what all are the activities we'll be taking care under this module. If you understand what are the activities we take under this module, we will also understand how to design the system based on the activities here. So there are still many modules in SAP. I don't want to take all those things now. As of now, understand that we'll be speaking regarding this material management module here, and we will understand from scratch how are we going to design the system, and we're also going to see what all are the processes which are included in this material management and how is that getting affected in the designing the system. So that is what we'll be seeing in this course. Okay. And before I start showing the syllabus, let me discuss something regarding what all are the levels of jobs we have in SAP. So when you learn SAP or when you learn this course or when you start a journey in SAP, you may get or you may find three types of jobs in the market. So first is the consultant sections. One is functional. One is technical. So what does functional consultant do? Functional consultant is completely regarding the designing the system. So I said that a consultant will design a system. He will see what all processes are there in system, what is the activities the business is doing or the industries are doing, and they will design based on the requirement. There is a technical consultant who is going to work on the programming. So I said that initially, SAP is nothing but system application programming, and SAP is dependent on the programming. So that programming will be done by the technical consultant. We also call them as ABAP. This is the first level of jobs we see in the market. So second thing is the power user. We also call them as basis. So what these persons will do is they are going to handle the roles and authorizations. And they are also going to handle the access part. They are going to decide who is going to have which role and whom to give the access. Then you have the third level, which is end user. So they use the system directly. If I take an example of Amazon. We as a user, we open Amazon. And if we need anything, we will directly add the material to the cart and we will order it. So we are the end users. So when you are able to open the Amazon, as soon as you open the Amazon, so it will ask you to enter the credentials. So those credentials will be provided by the power user. So they are working on the roles and authorizations. So for example, if you have a normal account, so you will not have much access in Amazon. If you are a Prime membership, then you will have more access to the Amazon. So that roles based on the access you have, they decide the roles. For example, if you have normal account, then your roles will be minimal. If your access is Prime, then your roles will be more. So that is decided by the power user. Now, whenever I say that end user is ordering something, he is able to see the material, or he is able to see the mobile phone. If you scroll down, he is able to see the specification, he is able to see the price, and system will directly tell you in how many days it will get delivered. You can easily compare. For example, if you open any mobile phone, if you scroll down, it will show an alternate mobile phone to that, showing this is also sold with this mobile phone, and you can compare it directly. And it will also show you the customers has brought an additional charger with this mobile phone, for example. So system is suggesting so many things to you. So from where the system is suggesting, the system has been designed in such a way so that the end user can use the system easily. It can be user friendly. So end user is using the system. Power user is going to decide what access should a user have. The consultant is going to design the system in the backend. So this consultant is going to work on the backend. He is going to decide for this material, which material should be compared. What is the price? In how many days it will get delivered? So everything what it shows, that layout, that design is designed by the consultant. So these are the different levels of jobs what we have in SAP. This is level 1, level 2, and level 3. Okay. So here, which level you guys should choose? That I'll explain in a bit. So before that, I have to tell you what are your career options. That depends on your experience or your previous experience. If you're a fresher, then we need to discuss on those individually and see which level of job you need to select based on the knowledge you gain after this course. That depends on the career understanding you have or career planning you have. So when you complete this SAP MM course, for sure, these are the 3 levels of job you will find in the market. And when you learn, when you learn material management, so you can become an SAP MM consultant. I'll also divide based on the experience. You can become an analyst, a purchaser, or I can call it as purchase executive. You can become an end user, or you can become material manager. Okay, so these roles are dependent on your experience. So if you have 0 to 2 years, let me divide the experience in this way: 3 to 5 years, 6 to 8 years, 9 to 12 years. For example, if you're falling under this bucket, 0 to 2 years, you can still learn this course. You will be able to understand what these persons do, what this person, and even this person does. So our ultimate goal is to focus for this job role. If you don't get any jobs at this level, you still have one option to shift to the second level. You can start from here. You can start from here. You can understand what the business does, work for 1 or 2 years, then you will fall under second level. which is 3 to 5 years, then you will be able to easily switch to a consultant. Okay, but the salary depends here. SAP consultant will be paid more, and all the other roles will be paid a bit less. So for sure, you will have 5-figure digit here, 5-figure salary here. Okay, even here you will have 5-figure, but it may vary a bit. So this is the career plan you will be having. For example, now assume that you joined as an SAP consultant, and after you join SAP consultant and you start working with a business, you will be working with business closely, gathering all the information, and you'll start designing the system. So initially you will feel a bit nervous starting with business, but working with business, you will have an idea how to build the system, and you will feel confident in some days. Okay, and when you're working as an analyst, you will be just dealing with the vendors. You will speak to vendors, decide the prices, and purchase the material for business. So each and every job or role will have different roles and responsibilities. So we can discuss that in the level 2. That is the reason we have divided our course into 2 levels, level 1 and level 2. In level 1, we will be completely seeing how are we going to design the system. In level 2, we are going to speak something regarding the management skills. How are we going to develop our skills? And how should you guys speak to the business? And how confident you need to speak to the business. And we are also going to see the custom things there. There are 2 things, standard and custom in SAP. In level 1, we'll cover the standard. In level 2, we'll cover the custom. And in level 2, we'll also try to have the interview sessions, preparing your resumes, all those things. Okay, before I go and show you the syllabus copy, I have a question. Let me take the questions later. I'll take your questions in some time. So let me show you the syllabus copy. What all topics are we going to cover in this course? And then let me show you the portal where you will be accessing the videos, all those things. And then I'll take the Q&A. So let me stop sharing and I'll open the syllabus copy and share my screen back. So today we will not be discussing anything regarding the process, any topics. Next week, I think next week we will not be having the class. Post next week we will have the class. We will discuss the topics there. So let me try to open it and share my screen. Okay, let me share my screen. So I think you would have got the syllabus copy like this. So here we have mentioned what all are we going to cover. So first thing we will be covering what is an ERP. So we try to touch just the basic things today. And we'll also see what is the difference between SAP and other tools, and what is the functional modules and technical modules. And then we'll see what is on-premises, public cloud and private cloud. All those things, those are some technical things. Then we'll start with the enterprise structure. How are we going to build the enterprise structure? Enterprise structure is the heart of the business. So we'll try to build the enterprise structure. We will understand how we do a purchasing. Then we will discuss what are the materials, what is a master data and what is transaction data. Under master data, we have a lot of master data like material, vendors, customers. So we will see how to configure those or to design those in system. Then if I move further, we will also discuss how are we going to integrate our system. Like for example, we only work with material management, which is procurement. And if there is any need, if I take an example, for example, material management is going to just do a purchasing. If you guys are going to do the purchasing, you will have the invoice in your hand. If you are purchasing from supplier anything, so supplier will send you the invoice. So that invoice should go to finance. So how are we going to integrate these things? How are we going to decide which function should go to which team or which module? So that is the integration part. So we mentioned here we have FI integration. In the same way, we will also have an integration with sales, warehouse, all the modules. We'll touch all the modules a bit in this course to understand. And I mentioned here in regarding material, what are we going to do? Regarding finance and material management, when these both are getting migrated or integrated, what are we going to do? So each and everything we will cover in different classes, different sections. And we will also discuss regarding if we create anything in our system, how are we going to send that to the other system? And apart from the purchasing, do we have any other process? So I'll share this file with you guys, or I think you would already got this file. You can go through. And we will also see how are we going to evaluate the supplier, if supplier is performing well or is not performing well. So that part we will try to see. This level 1 is completely regarding the configuration or the design. Apart from design, we don't speak anything regarding the management. Now, if I go to level 2, in level 2, we will discuss regarding the phases. How are we going to get the project? How are we going to get the project in each and every phase? What are we going to do till the go live? When I say go live, if any company needs to implement SAP, there are some 5 steps which the company needs to follow. The last step will be the go live. Go live is nothing but the business starting using SAP. In between those, what all are the activities we'll be doing? So those we will cover in this level 2. And we'll also see what are the custom things which are going to happen in SAP, how to write the business blueprint, how are we going to connect our system with another system, what are the different types of projects. And this level 2 also will contain the resume preparation. And post 2017, the GST got implemented in SAP. In India, there is a goods service tax which was implemented, which was introduced. So we mentioned that we will also discuss regarding if we are going to convert the system from ECC to S4. Nowadays, all the business who are using ECC are getting converted to S4 HANA. So if we are working on those type of projects, what are the challenges we face there? What are the activities we need to do? So those we will discuss in this conversion. And we will also try to prepare you guys for the certification. For freshers, the certification is the mandatory thing. Certification will enhance your resume, enhance your knowledge. So we will prepare you how to clear the certification, how to prepare for the certification, how to write the certification. So that is also covered in this level 2. Okay. So these are the topics which we'll be covering in this course. And finally, let me show what are the classes we have in our portal, and I'll also show how to access to the portal. Let me reshare my screen. After we start with the first topic, so you will be getting all the videos, all the recorded videos in one of the portal. So to access the videos in the portal, you can directly go to the link called ERP Loca Teachable. Just type ERP Loca Teachable. So open the first link. This will take you to the home page. Don't use any of these functions. Directly click on login. You will receive the credentials soon. So put your email ID. For example, I have my email ID. And I'll put my password and click on login. So this will take you to the portal. Here you can click on my products. So this will show only the products what you have assigned. If you want to see all the products what we have, you can click on all products and you can browse all the products we have here. For example, we have level 1, level 2 differentiated. And we have the certification program here, which is a complimentary for you guys. So you will get this certification program so that you can see the questions what are prepared by us using the previous experience. So same type of questions can be asked in the certification. And you'll also have one mock test here to write and check your knowledge. What is the knowledge you have on the certification questions? So this will get assigned when we complete 50% of our course. Then we have the support tickets, FS documents. These two will get assigned when we try to cover the topic in the level 2. As soon as we complete this topic in the level 2, these both will get assigned to your ID. If you want to track, if you want to don't see all products, click on my products. You will be able to see only your products what are assigned to your name. And once we complete support tickets and FS documents, you can ask our coordinator to add these two classrooms to your email ID. So this will get added to your email ID and you can access those. So these are the products what we have in our portal. And as soon as you get, or as soon as you see a course getting assigned, you can open this by clicking like this. And all the videos or all the recorded sessions will get added one by one. So you can click on start and see the class. Okay. Now, initially you will have this 4 or 3 videos which are already assigned to your name if you're enrolled. So these are the basic videos to just understand what is SAP and what are the types of projects. You can watch this and understand what is SAP in detail so that this will help you guys to understand our sessions more easier. Okay. So this is what I thought to cover in this introduction session. Let me open the forum for the questions or Q&A now. If you guys have any questions, you can drop the questions in the chat, or you have unmute access. You can unmute yourself and ask the questions. Before that, Akshay, did I miss anything?
No, Venkatesh, you covered everything. Thank you.
Okay.
So we'll open Q&A.
Okay, the floor is yours. You can ask the questions if you have any.
SAP system access you will get once your class starts, no? Then you will get May 1st week. I think you already got, whoever is enrolled, you got the video access, you can start your preparation. As Venkatesh sir told, you can start watching early learning videos. At first section videos, you can finish it before next class.
Akshay,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
when the classes are going to start and what are the timings and weekdays or weekends? May I know the details of this?
It's a weekend batch. Every Saturday, Sunday we'll have the classes. Morning 7 to 9 and evening 7 to 9. Initially 1 month, your level 1 will start. That is morning 7 to 9. After 1 month, your level 2 training will also start parallelly, evening 7 to 9. Okay, it will start from May first week.
Okay.
So if you ping me, I will send you the schedule also.
Yeah,
Which
sure.
day, which topic we conduct, when is the holiday and all.
Sure, Akshay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Weekdays, guys, you have time to practice it. I want everyone to practice daily 2 hours minimum. Then only take the course. Okay, if you are dedicating time, then only you can. Then it will benefit for you. Okay.
Sir, like one more thing, you like you mentioned in the PDF TS 4521909. There are other exams, sir, which we can take. Only this one or other things?
Yeah, TS 452. It's a sourcing and procurement. That exam only you need to take for fresher and first time you are attending. No? Those who
Yes,
are
sir.
already a consultant, again TS 450 also we have upskilling.
Okay, sir.
2 exam codes we have. All certification dumps we have. So whichever 99 or 1909 or 2021, 2022, anything you can take. You can practice in our website also. We have quizzes. You can give quiz and practice.
Okay, sir.
If you have the global certification, it's added advantage for your career.
Okay, sir.
Okay, fresher as well as experienced people. Because for Europe and all, if you want to go abroad and all, there it is mandatory in some parts of the country. Okay, so if you have the global certification, advantage for
Okay, sir.
Hi, Akshay.
yes.
Yeah, I just want to know after completing the course, like you will get real-time projects to practice.
After completion of course, from our side you are asking or what?
Yeah, your side only, like
See, after completion of course, if you want to do internship with us, you can do the internship. That we will explain once your course complete. Now, after 1 month, we will have a separate demo for that. So you can
okay.
join, you will get to know. After completion of course, you want support from us means for internship level, then
Oh,
we can connect.
yeah, in internship level means like you will provide some projects, so we need to work it on that, like that only you are saying.
Yes.
Okay.
In this also we'll give project training will be there, no? And level 2 training. There also will
Okay.
learn real-time project only.
Hmm.
Okay, so if you want more knowledge, then you can go for internship. So in this training, we will train up to 4 years level.
4 years level.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to add up for this, here in level 2, we'll be seeing the real-time experience theoretically.
Okay.
In internship program, you will be seeing it practically because you will be doing it there.
Multiple assignments will be there in internship. So you need to do everything in internship.
What will be the course fee?
Fees and all offline you can connect and now I will explain.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, I have 10 years of experience in other domain in procurement itself. Should I join as a fresher or experienced consultant? If I
Experience only you need to join. So 10 years overall experience you have, you need to show at least from last 4 years or 3 years, you're already working as a SAP consultant. Like that, you need to change your profile, prepare at that level so that you will get calls.
but in current company I don't have that SAP software and all. I'm working on a Excel basis.
No problem. You can show you're working in that company and you are handling different projects. Like that, you can change your resume.
Okay, that background
Okay.
verification is not problem, right?
No problem. You can call me separately. I will explain. You have my number, right? You can call me. I will explain how it will work.
Okay, thank you.
Any more question?
Akshay, I have one question.
Yes, Ramesh.
Do we have any placement assistance from your side?
Yes. See, we have different consultant groups. Okay. We have our own alumni group and we are connected to different consultant group. Any openings are coming from our end that we will add in groups. Okay. And until
Okay, so
you start attending interviews, right? Until you switch your job or until you get your job, our support will be there. You can stay in touch with us. Okay. So you will start attending interview and you will get calls. If you are showing experience, obviously you start getting calls. It's for freshers, it is difficult to get call, but if you're showing 3+ year experience, you will get calls.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
So
but
in that
Venkat sir will tell you, how to create your profile in LinkedIn, how to search job there. So whatever ways possible, we will tell. Okay, but we'll not give fake assurance like 100% placement we'll give and all. Will not tell. Okay, but
yeah.
100% assistance will be there until you switch your job.
Okay. So
Okay.
once, for example, once if anyone placed somewhere, if they need any assistance on while doing the job or something, is there
See,
any?
yeah, once you get placed, on job support you want, that also will provide on paid basis.
Okay.
Initially 1 to 2 months, if you want, you can take the on job support. Very few people will take like that. Okay, so if you get placed, you will be able to manage yourself. If you still want on job support, you can take one consultant will be assigned to you. Right?
Okay.
So like that support also will provide.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Hello, Akshay sir. Good evening.
Your name?
Sir, my name is Tapan.
Yeah. Tell me.
Hello. Yes,
Yeah, tell
sir.
me.
Sir, why there is very less opportunity as a fresher, sir?
Yeah, everyone wants experienced people. No one will take
But sir,
freshers. Not only in SAP,
anyone,
every field, if you take fresher openings will be less.
yes, sir. But sir, if they are in giving us jobs, sir, they are taking the bond process, sir. Is there we should join the with bond process or else we will
See,
wait for
if it is 1 year bond, you can join. If it is 2 year, 3 years, it's no point to
2 years,
join.
sir, maximum they are telling.
Yeah, if it is taking 2 years, then don't join. My suggestion is don't join. So you can initially work as an end user because salary will be they are giving that much only 15 to 20. They will give 25. They
Yes,
will
yes,
tell
sir. That much only,
2 years.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So in that period, you can work as an end user, and then you can later you can switch as a consultant.
Sir, if I'm working 1 year as an end user, sir, then if I join as a consultant, then I should have experience, or they will tell that it will
That
act
one
as a
year
fresher.
experience, that 1 year what you have worked as end user, that experience you can
Okay,
show as a consultant. And
okay,
again, you need to do the global certification, and then you can
okay,
try for job.
okay, sir.
But below 2 to 3 years, no, you need to do the global certification.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. That is, sir, that will act as a good thing on resume, no, sir? The
Correct.
global certificate. Okay,
Yes.
sir.
Any institute is giving certificate is not valid in India.
Yes, sir.
Whichever
The
institute.
Indian certificate they are telling fraud or something like that. But global certification they are also expensive.
Correct.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Akshay, I want to understand a bit more about this internship. How much?
You can call me separately. Okay. Or you can call
Okay.
Ventesh sir also.
Okay, sure, Akshay.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, Srinivas.
During the weekend batches, do we have like in the evening hours only, or it will be in the morning hours? As you said, some of the classes will be taken in the morning hours.
Yeah. Initial 1 month, it will be your level 1 will start. Okay. It will be morning class, 7 to 9. Okay.
Okay.
After 1 month, parallelly evening also will start. Your level 2 will parallelly starts evening.
Because I have Saturday working some
Yeah.
of the days.
So you can watch that time. You can watch the recording.
Okay.
So once you get assigned videos, you can start. You can you can watch ahead. You can watch videos earlier, and you can ahead of the class. Okay.
Okay.
And
Thank
same
you.
day we'll try to send same day evening videos, so you can practice and attend Sunday's class. That also you can.
Okay. Fine. Thank you.
Okay. And throughout week you have time to practice it. You can ask doubts. So weekdays we have a discussion forum will be there in WhatsApp. You can any doubts you are getting you can ask in groups. If not solved, we will correct on Zoom and clear doubts there also.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello, Akshay.
Yes.
Pawan here.
Yes, Pawan.
Regarding to the practice, it will be like, can we install the software into our own laptops, or like should we take this online version?
Yeah, so you will get the server access online only. So 4 months you will get the server access to practice. So whatever we are showing, everything you need to practice. It's online only. No need to install any software. It's through remote desktop. You will
Okay.
get access.
And I do have another question. So, yeah,
Your voice
this
is
is about the
breaking.
experience. If a person is having 12 plus years of experience, could you hear me now?
Yeah. Yes.
Am I audible? Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Say like if a person is having 12 plus years of experience and into the finance domain only, but not into the SAP, how many years he can keep in the resume, and at the same time, how much package he can expect?
So see, depend upon how much package you have and how much you are willing to show. You can connect me separately. I will suggest you. You can call me after the session. So I will suggest you. I think it is connected. Any more questions, guys?
Sorry, Akshay, I'm not here properly regarding the doubts part. The weekend trainings has happened. After that, if weekdays, if we get any doubts, can we get a connect with trainer instantly, or what is the right procedure to connect with trainer?
Saturday, Sunday, it will be interactive sessions only. Any doubts you are getting, you can ask in Saturday, Sunday class. And weekdays while practicing, if you get any doubts, you can ask in groups. Okay, we made a group, right? So there you can ask your doubts. If it is not solved in group, you can connect on Zoom and clear your doubts.
Means instantly, can I able to connect with?
Not instantly. So according to Venkateswar free time, whenever he is free, he will connect them. Okay.
Okay.
Most probably in same day he will respond.
Oh, okay. In such case, in Zoom call itself, I can connect in weekdays if possible.
Correct.
There is
If
no
it is
restriction in that part, right?
No. If it is not solved, and you can connect to him and you can clear your doubts. Separately also in common discussion sessions will be there. There also you can connect.
Okay, Akshay, clear.
Course related, again, multiple instructions will be there. These all things will tell you in May first week only. Once class starts, Venkateswar will tell you what and all he expects from you guys. These all things he will tell you in next session.
Clear, Akshay.
Yeah. Anything else you want to tell, Venkatesh?
No, I don't think so.
Anybody having any more doubts, guys? Yeah. Still, anybody have any doubt? Offline, you can call me and clear your doubts. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Venkatesh. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks,
Thank you, Venkatesh and Akshay.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.